How you doing, everyone? It's Fran from tinyhousehold.com. I'm here today to give you a video tour of my tiny house. It's nestled in Niceville, Florida. Beautiful meadow on a beautiful day today. And I'll be the first to admit, it's not a perfect tiny house. There's some things that I love and things that I wish I could change. But I wanted to show you the headquarters of tinyhousehold.com. It's an actual tiny house. So make sure you leave your comments down below, whether you love it, whether you hate it. I can't wait to hear from you guys. If you want us to do a video tour of your house, just email us. You can find our email below, or subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can be here for the latest tiny house tours. I knew I wanted to live tiny a few years before I actually was able to get a tiny house. I was able to travel a lot, and just realizing that I didn't need that much stuff around me to enjoy every day. That specifically came to light when I spent 5 months and I walked across the country. I had a little jogging stroller that had my food, my clothes, water, and every day was an adventure. So when I got home, I just kind of felt restless and needed a new adventure. And I just discovered tiny houses. I think probably like any of you, you may have stumbled upon it after realizing, man, I don't need that much stuff. And tiny houses is what came of it. I saw something about Jay Schaefer and Tumbleweed. And 2 years after kind of designing and talking with my friends, I went to a tumbleweed workshop in Boston. And when I saw the fence outside and went inside, it was just a guarantee that this was the next step. This was the next adventure. From deciding to live tiny to making something happen, in the sense of really taking concrete steps, was about 3 years. I finished my walk in late 2010 and ordered my trailer in late 2013 and started to build in late 2013. I continued building, was ready to frame in 2014 in February, and I applied for Tiny House Nation, then Tiny House Masters. And for some reason, they picked me. After a whole bunch of interviews and Skype interviews with friends and family, they picked me, and they ended up coming out in March of 2014, and they built my house in about 10 days. A relative's piece of land that I'm on here. And there's my tiny house, surrounded by some giant magnolias from the right side here. In the living room here, I made these. There was really nothing over here, so I needed something that two people could sit at, that had storage. You can take that tabletop down and it turns into a bench very simply. Needed something that was able to travel. It has some good weight to it. But you can see I got some storage behind here, books. There's storage underneath here. You open that up, there's storage there. You're able to open this up, storage underneath there. Push it down, locks into place. I have my shoe storage. Like I said, this comes down. You can see little parts where it fits into a bench here. Beautiful windows that open up, looks out on the magnolia trees. If you remember the TV show, this bench actually converts and flips up and turns into a desk. It was a great idea by Zach Giffen, and I used it a couple of times, but it is just not, useful for me. I like having more of the storage underneath there. When I have the AC unit in there, it doesn't fit. It's just not as practical as I'd hoped for, but it works great as a sleeping bench when I have guests. This is my 27-inch computer. It's very heavy, but I found a wall mount made by New Mount that works perfectly. It holds the weight. It can be lifted up. It can be lifted down. It can spin. It does whatever you need. For me, it's perfect. I set it right here, and now I have a perfect little office space. The stove I use is a Dickinson Newport. This place up fairly easily, especially down here in Florida. There are some cold nights, and it does work perfectly. This is my kitchen area. It's pretty straightforward. A little coffee maker, a little Keurig coffee maker, 1 cup coffee maker, my Suburban stove, which I do love. For me, it's working out perfectly. These are all IKEA storage. The magnetic strips up top holding all the utensils is really cool. People love that. And it is actually very convenient. The pride and joy of the kitchen is this Brayville oven. I wish I could have it somewhere else, but it works out perfectly there. This thing can cook anything that a regular oven can. The only thing you're limited to is the size, but it's perfect. I can't say enough about it. We'll put a link in there. Look at the reviews for it. It's just phenomenal. A nice little LED screen. You can choose all the different settings. I mean, it really does. It does the job. Some storage up there, very simple. Project, couple screws, couple mason jars, soles might change, some extra screws. I made this holder, just a piece of oak, routed it out, perfect, stable, doesn't move. Underneath, I have a 30-gallon holding tank. You can kind of see there. 30 gallons can last me a few days. I hide my microwave under here. All other miscellaneous stuff. And my refrigerator. Back here. This is the back hallway area. You can see my clothes storage on the left side. 3 simple bins, shirts, pants, underwear, and socks. Very easy to organize. I created this curtain. I didn't want to have to create a whole wall and create a separate room. So the curtain goes across very simply, gives you some privacy. This is the view from inside the hallway. Now onto the bathroom. I just have some coat hooks. So I'm in the middle of a bathroom renovation. I have a small shelf with some mirrors. You can see the hole from the old ventilation that needs to be filled in because I got a new Airhead toilet, which I highly recommend. We'll be doing a post on the Airhead versus the Sunmar Mobile. I've had this for about 2 weeks and extremely happy with it. I'm putting new floors in, maybe some tile, and I got to redo the sink here and create more of a cabinet space. There we are. And you can see behind me the shower. It's a decent sized shower. The hose. So this is the bedroom. It's a loft right above everything else. About a queen size bed. I Actually have a little bit of room on either side. I built some shelving here for some clothes. You can see some windows. Looking out, beautiful magnolia trees. Little shelf there. Reclaimed wood for the side here, just very thin, then held on with some adhesive tape. All the windows, even the one in the back, they all open up, open out like a casement window. That looks back down. How's the rest of the house? This is the staircase. Some people love this staircase, some people hate this staircase. It's been called a death trap, a terrible idea. Why would you have that? I have a degree in art, so I can appreciate it for its sculptural value. And it is efficient. It creates a lot of open space. I can't put it away, which is the one disadvantage. But I get to look at it. And Zach Giffen made it. Gorgeous wood. They look like little leaf petals, lily pads, and it holds any weight that's been put on it, probably up to about 200, 250 pounds. It's had no problem. So one of my other favorite features of this house is the LED strip lighting. It comes with this little remote here, and you just press on. It's very simple. You can see the lights up there. It's going to mess with the camera a little bit, so just bear with me. It changes different colors. You could do a flash, quick changes, and it looks really cool with the lights off.